Hi beauties, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is long overdue. I have not filmed a monthly favorites in forever. So today we're going to talk about my May beauty favorites. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for joining me for today's video. And if you're new to my channel, go ahead and click that subscribe button and turn on your post notifications. That way you won't miss any of my uploads. I have a lot of favorites to talk to you all about, so let's go ahead and dive into today's video. I'm going to start with skincare because this is really important this month. Over time, I have gotten a lot of products sent to me. I started using them maybe about 3 weeks ago and have been using them consistently, and my skin has been performing amazingly to the point where it almost started like confusing me. I was thinking every foundation was the best foundation ever. Every powder was the best powder ever because my makeup was just looking so flawless and looked so great. I really think that the skincare that I have been doing has been making a huge difference in how all of my makeup applies. I mean, it is what it is, but I really think so. So I wanted to share with you what I've been doing, my morning and night routine. For the most part, I think these are the products that I have been using because I think that they have been working wonders for my skin. So in the morning, I purchased this a while ago, and I had some vitamin C serums that had been sent to me, and I didn't have a reason to start this, so I put it aside. So this is Tula Skincare Brightening Treatment Drops, and it says triple vitamin C serum, and it's got probiotics and superfoods on it. And it looks like this. You can apply this AM and PM, but because I have something else that I've been using, I've only been applying this in the morning. And you apply 2 to 3 drops, massage it onto your dry, clean face, AM and PM. It brightens dull skin, evens tone, and helps reduce the look of dark spots. One of the reasons that I wanted to start using it is I have this pretty much concealed today, but I have a dark spot under here from where I had a breakout. And now when I have a blemish these days, it will like stay there forever. It moves in and starts paying rent on my face. Yes, it does. So I was like, this might help really kind of get rid of that dark spot and any other dark spots that I have here. And I think that it is helping. I think that my skin is looking brighter, and we will see over time if this little spot fades. But this is definitely one of the things that I think is kind of evening my skin tone and helping with my skin. And it looks like this. It's a little dropper, and I just drop a few drops on my skin in the morning. And it's by Tula, and everything that I have ever tried from Tula has been amazing. Another thing that was sent to me is this Squalane Vitamin C Rose Oil. And I actually have received a couple of these. This is from Biossance, and it also is supposed to brighten the skin. This is a facial oil to visibly brighten and firm the skin. A luxurious facial oil with Damascus rose oil, vitamin C. It visibly brightens, and it's known to boost radiance and firm the look of skin. Helps rejuvenate skin for a soft, smooth, healthy looking glow. I filmed a reel on my Instagram using these Biossance products. So I've been using this, and it has squalane and vitamin C. Okay, so I thought that this would be a good little double dose of vitamin C, and I've been incorporating adding this oil to my skin, and I've actually been using this day and night, but I will use this on my skin after using the drops, and then I will go in with my sunscreen for the day and continue with my primer and my makeup application. But I have a little bit of time after I applied the rose oil before I move on to sunscreen, so it really kind of soaks into my skin. And again, skin seems firmer, brighter. It's just been amazing. One of the main things that has been happening with my skin is I have not been getting oily. It's the spring of the year. It's not been super hot. I'm in North Carolina. It's not been super hot, but warm enough that you would think that maybe your oils would come peeping through, but nothing, like really have not been having a touch up as much as I normally do. And I have oftentimes heard that when you incorporate an oil into your skincare routine, that it kind of balances your skin and helps you stop producing too much oil. So I'm not sure if the oil is what's helping in that regard, but I haven't been feeling oily. It's just been wonderful. That's been my morning routine. At nighttime, I have been incorporating this, and this one was sent to me. I've had it a while, and I haven't been using it because I got a lot of Paula's Choice that was sent to me that I was using. So I made a switch, and this is niacinamide, and it's a 20% treatment. And it's got some other words on here that I don't know. It says dramatically reduces the look of pores and reinforces elasticity. So again, like really trying to help with that firmness, you know, getting my skin back where it should be. And the niacinamide is something new that I have not tried before. And my skin has been just drinking it up and loving it. And so I put this on at night. Pores, like right now, guys, I'm gonna be 50 in August. And maybe to some people I look like I am. Every time I tell people that I'm almost 50, they're always shocked. My pores are like tighter and my skin just looks better. And I've been using this at night. So this niacinamide, I think, has been assisting with that. And it may also be helping with like the oil production as well. I'm not sure, but I just know my skin's been great. Skin's been looking great. Another thing that I have been applying is the eye cream from Biossance. And this was also sent to me, and it has squalane in it as well as marine algae. It's supposed to help with wrinkles, but it also over time reduces your dark circles. And I feel like my dark circles have not been as pronounced, and definitely like any fine lines underneath my eyes look so much better. Looks so much better since I have been incorporating the eye cream. I have been using this at night, not in the daytime. I have tried it during the day, but I don't like it as much underneath makeup. But I have been applying this at nighttime and loving the results and how my eyes look. And it's like a peachy cream. And I have been using this quite a bit. Okay, let me tell you this. So my daughter, she really needs to just go back to a dermatologist because she is allergic to something, because it's not like normal acne that she's experiencing. It's more like a rash. I don't know if it's retinol, because sometimes she incorporates retinol. We're just not sure what it is. She saw this oil in my room and started using it and asked me about it. She's like, Mom, you know, where did you get that oil? I used it last night and my rash was so much better the next day. So she actually wanted to purchase this herself. It is quite expensive. I think it's maybe $74. So she purchased her own, because you're not getting ready to use up all of mine. So she purchased one, and then she also is kind of aging. She's starting to age a little bit and starting to be concerned about her under eyes. So I told her, you know, to give this a try. So she actually purchased the oil and the eye cream. That's how much I like these two products that I told her about them and told her you might want to check those out. So we're loving the Biossance products right now. Because I'm traveling these products and they're in a glass jar, I just kind of keep things in the box a lot of times. But I kind of did like an unboxing of this Josie Maran Pro-Retinol Megamoisture Face Cream. Brighten plus Reform Power without peel. One of the things, I've kind of seen some ads as well on this retinol cream, and she talks about all the benefits of retinol without the harshness and without it feeling uncomfortable, and I would agree. It is just a really great cream, and I wanted to start using this because I purchased the La Mer Soft Cream during the Sephora savings event, and I want to start using that. But because I have this retinol cream and I had already opened it, I thought, you know, let me go ahead and use this up before I open my La Mer. So I have been using this every night as my face cream, and skin again has been amazing. So probably it's a combination of all of these products that I just mentioned that are just causing my skin to be in the best condition. So the niacinamide and the retinol, the vitamin C, these are just all good products for your skin. Now again, some of these products were sent to me, so I'm letting you know that a lot of these were sent to me to review, but I feel like I hit the jackpot because all of these are so amazing. I get a lot of skincare sent to me, so I may move on to other things, but these have been excellent, and I just wanted to pass that along to you all. I know I talked a lot when I was going over that skincare, but oftentimes people get so much more excited about makeup than they do skincare. But I honestly think that one of the reasons my makeup looks good and that people like how my makeup wears is because I also take care of my skin. So if you don't take care of your skin, you can pile on as much makeup as you want. It's probably not going to look the best. So don't think that your bar of Dove soap is enough. It's not. You need to do more. So this is a sunscreen. I'm not sure if I have ever mentioned this sunscreen to you all or not. I've been using it for a while and I have really emptied it. Maybe I can get one more use out of it. But this is the Tula Skincare Protect Plus Glow Daily Sunscreen Gel. It has SPF 30 in it, and it's probiotics and superfoods is also on this one. Another Tula product, and I think I probably purchased them during the same 21 Days of Beauty. I think I did. This is amazing sunscreen. You know, I always say the sunscreen is one of those things where you're using it and you just hope it's working, but how do you really know? How do you really know it's protecting your skin? But I can tell you how it wears and how it performs under makeup and that kind of thing. And this is a very glowy sunscreen, but in a very good way. I have combination skin. I get oily in my T-zone. So you would think that some of these other products that I'm mentioning, like oils and these glowy products, wouldn't wear well. This is so good, to the point where I have emptied it and would love to have another one, but I purchased this half off, and I think that this is a little pricey as I can remember for sunscreen, but it is so beautiful. Like, your skin looks so gorgeous when you apply this. So I love this. I love it under makeup, and I have pretty much emptied it and have maybe one more use. I am reaching for this Milk Primer. This one is Beekman 1802 and it has SPF 35. I recently re-upped on this one, so this is the new one. I recently emptied my previous one. I talked about this product in my last video where I talked about the top 10 products for budge proof makeup, especially as we approach the summer. This is like such a good primer, and it's a sunscreen. You cannot beat that, and it gives you gorgeous makeup, budge proof makeup. It is wonderful. It is so comfortable on the skin, so no matter what kind of skin type you have, you will enjoy this primer. And I think it's about $27. It was $25, but I think it's now about $27. Not too expensive, and it is excellent. I think that it also has like good skincare ingredients, so really good primer. Have been using it now ever since I picked it up from a 21 Days of Beauty, and highly recommend this. So I've been using that in the month of May. This is future me coming back. I realized later in the video that I have forgotten to mention this primer. So this is the Victoria Beckham by Augustine Bader primer, and this one is in the shade Golden. I've mentioned it here before a while ago, and I hope I'm not getting ready to empty it. It's such a small amount, and it is very luxurious and quite expensive. And here you can see kind of it has this golden shimmer, adds this beautiful golden appearance to the skin, and it is a moisturizing primer. It does add to the longevity of my makeup wear, and it gives me this beautiful radiant appearance. I do have this on today. I also have on the Milk Primer, but I applied this after applying that one. So I have both of these on. I have used this quite a bit since purchasing it and would repurchase this again. So those are my primers. I have a couple of foundations. One of the foundations that I've been using is this Best Skin Ever foundation. This is one that I picked up previously. It is in 38P, and it was a little bit too dark for me, and I think the one that I have is maybe 35 in, and I gave this shade to my daughter, and this is actually working out really great for her as her summer shade. But I recently picked this back up one day, and it is such a beautiful foundation. But again, I'm like, is it the skincare that I've been doing, or is it the foundation? But it is like one of these beautiful, flexible foundations to me. It doesn't like crease and settle into lines. It just seems like it moves with your skin. It just like covers beautifully. It looks very skin-like, and it is very flexible on the skin. Like, it doesn't get crepey during the day. It just looks gorgeous. I already knew that, of course, but you kind of are always trying different foundations, and you kind of move on to other things. But this does give you the best skin ever, and it's $20. It is a Sephora collection. There is no reason not to try this. The other foundation that I have absolutely fallen in love with, and I am actually wearing today, is this L'Oreal True Match Super-Blendable foundation, and I have mine in the shade N7. And as you can tell, it is just a perfect match for me. I love this shade match. It has a pump now. The old formula did not have a pump. And there, again, is no reason not to try this. It is affordable. It is from the drugstore. And it is one that I have reached for. Like, even today, I brought with me my Makeup by Mario foundation, because I've also been using this a lot too, guys. I've also been using it. But I wasn't sure what I wanted to wear today, and I reached for this one instead of the Makeup by Mario. So that happens a lot during the week as well. I will have other options of foundations, and I will reach for this one from the drugstore, probably because I'm just so impressed with it. It's one of the newer foundations in my collection, and it gets me excited, just like other things that I buy that are new. When it's new and you're seeing like something new on your face, new reactions, your skin is loving it, you're liking the results, you want to reach for this, and that's what this foundation does. And I did try this, like, I think recently in a kind of get ready with me where I was trying out new products, and I did apply this foundation in that video. So love this. Like all of the concealers that you always hear me talk about, my Pat McGrath, my Lancome, these are all concealers that I have still been using. Another concealer that I have reached for is the YSL Touche Éclat High Coverage Radiant Concealer. I can't see the shade on here, so I will link it. It's like, maybe it's a 4.5 or something. I'm not sure, but this is like the color of this concealer. So one thing that I like is the shade is like a perfect shade. It is a very beautiful concealer. Whenever I have these concealers that come in a pen, I tend to mix them with other concealers so that it lasts longer. But from time to time, I will apply this by itself. And it is a very natural looking concealer. So for people who don't need a ton of coverage, like I need more coverage sometimes, but this still works for me, but I have to use more of it than I want to, so that's why I kind of mix it with other things. But if you don't need a lot of coverage and you just want a really natural looking concealer that looks like you hardly have anything on, then this is a great concealer for you. It is radiant, it is beautiful, it performs the way you would expect a YSL product to perform. It doesn't crease, doesn't settle into fine lines, it doesn't do any of that. It is a gorgeous concealer. The only problem, of course, is that it is in a pen. You don't get very much. It's expensive. But I have been using it. The one thing that this would benefit from is if one of these little black marks was a window where I could see how much I have used, because I really can't tell how much I've used and when it's gonna like give out on me. But it is a very good high coverage concealer. It does work really well. I just feel like, you know, when I use it by itself, I've got to use the amount that I would use when I wear other concealers, and this is a small pen. So I don't want to do that. So I will oftentimes kind of dab on another concealer first, like the Lancome, and then I will go back over it to sort of brighten with this pen just to add to it. That's how I use it most of the time, but I have used it by itself so that I could see kind of would it work for me, and it does. So it's a great concealer, definitely one to add to your collection if you're a makeup lover and you just wanted to give it a try and heard good things about it. What brought me to this concealer was Jennifer Lopez. I saw her do like a little makeup look, I think for Vogue, and she used this. She might have even used the one that's more of a highlighter pen. I can't remember if she used this one or the other one, but I wanted the high coverage one. That's what made me pick it out, because it was beautiful on her, and it is a beautiful concealer. It's just pricey and it's a pen, but I still had to tell you guys it's amazing. Another concealer that I have really loved, and every time I go back to this I'm like, oh, this is so great. This is great with concealers and by itself. I have used it both ways. I have mixed it like with that YSL. I've mixed it with my Lancome. I don't know why I like mixing concealers. Sometimes it's because the shades aren't quite right with one or the other. This shade works pretty well by itself, but it is a brighter shade. So sometimes I will mix it with some of my concealers that are darker because they don't always work by themselves. Does that make sense? This is like really pretty. This is the Faux Filter Concealer by Huda Beauty. And I actually think I filmed a review of this product. This is actually a concealer that I will repurchase. I have tons of concealers and I'm always moving on to the next concealer, but I feel like when I empty this I will repurchase it. And I feel like when I reviewed this and started using this concealer that I went hot and heavy with this concealer. The packaging looks all busted, like, because I reached for this a lot. I know that I probably am down to here. It's a frosted glass. I can't quite tell how much I have left in here, but I feel like I have used this to death since purchasing it. It is such a creamy, beautiful concealer, and it's one of the concealers that when I apply it, I will go to work, I will look in the mirror, and I'm like, ooh, my under eyes, what do I have on? Oh, the Faux Filter. Oh, that's what I have on. Like every time I apply it, I'm always amazed at the results. So this is just a creamy concealer that is great coverage, but just gives you an amazing under eye. Highly recommend this one by Huda. I recommend you check it out. The shade that I have mine in is Caramel Corn. It is a brightening shade for me, but beautiful, perfect, and love it. While I'm talking about concealers, I purchased this brush and talked to you guys about it, I think, in the last haul that I did. This is the Classic Base, and it is a Sonia G brush. I purchased it from Beautylish, and it's really for foundation. And I have used it for foundation. It gives you a beautiful finish, but it is just quite small for my taste for foundations. And I knew that, but the jumbo base was sold out at the time. But I wanted to try these fusion brushes. They have synthetic bristles mixed in with natural bristles so that you can use them for creams and liquid products. What I have been doing a lot is reaching for it for concealer, and for some people this might be too large, but my concealer brushes, I don't have the other one over here that I use, oftentimes are small foundation brushes because I don't have time for the little small ones. I do use small concealer brushes more like in the inner corner here. I will use them to touch up small spots on my face, but for like whipping on my concealer under my eye, I tend to like a brush that is about this size. So this brush I have used a lot since purchasing it. I've used it a lot for concealer, but I've also used it for foundations. I like this brush so much that I checked back on Beautylish and the jumbo base is now in stock. So I have purchased the jumbo base and it is on its way to me now. But this has been so good for giving me this gorgeous airbrushed finish underneath the eye. I actually used this brush today when I applied the concealer that I'm wearing today. And I don't have on any of the favorites today because, again, I filmed a Get Ready With Me and I tried something new that I'm also loving. The concealer that I'm wearing today is this Givenchy Prism Libre. So I just tried it today for the first time and it looks pretty good. The other brush that I purchased around the same time from Beautylish has also been a hit. So I also picked up this Yano series by Beautylish. The reason I picked it up was Wayne Goss brushes for some reason are no longer at Beautylish. I don't know where they went. I feel like an announcement needed to be made or something, but no more. There's like a few Wayne Goss brushes there, but it's as if they're there just until they're sold out. I don't know. But I really love, you guys know, I love this, the airbrush brush for applying powder. And it's still my favorite. It is still my favorite. Look how it just fits right there. I love this flat shape. So I went back to Beautylish to pick up another one. And then there were no more Wayne Goss brushes. So I'm kind of upset. I'm bummed about it, but at least I have the one. So then I went looking for a replacement brush and found this small powder brush. And I needed a brush to have with me at my work home because I just felt like these larger brushes just weren't helping me to apply the powder the way I wanted to underneath my eye and get all the way up, you know, where it needed to go. The large brushes just don't work as well. So I needed a small brush. So I have purchased this one and it works wonderfully. And what I really like is the handle of this brush is shaped differently. So I don't mix it up. I have another small brush for highlighter that I use. And this one is a Chikuhodo brush. And it would be really easy for me to pick up the wrong brush because they're similar in shape, but this handle, and it's a little taller, skinnier, this handle makes it easy for me to know which brush I have in my hand. So I like that unique touch there. So another brush that has been amazing and great for detail work as far as applying powder to your face. I feel like I have talked about this powder quite a bit here on my channel, and everybody talks about this powder. This is the Givenchy Prism Libre powder, and this one I think is 001. It's like the one with the lavender, purple, blues, like the lighter colors. It goes on very translucent. I really love this powder. I talked about it recently in like my top 5 powders. I feel like it doesn't always give me the most budge proof makeup like some of my other powders, like Huda powder, and I have the Huda powder on today. There are some other powders that are a little bit more budge proof than this one, but this comes pretty close. And for whatever reason, doesn't matter whether it locks it in as much as some of my other powders, I still reach for this all the time, every day. It just gives you such a soft, beautiful, airbrushed appearance, and it does do a really good job of keeping your makeup on and keeping it from melting off of your face. There are just a few others that are a little bit more budge proof than this one, but this is so good. And I just wanted to show you guys again like how much I've loved it, because I purchased this powder during a haul, maybe in the fall of the year. I have definitely used more than half of this powder. Like, it will definitely need to be replaced next fall. Talked about concealer, and I forgot to tell you guys about something else that I picked back up. This is my Charlotte Tilbury number 3. This is a color corrector, and it's in the tiniest little packaging. And I was finding that with color corrector, I often will just skip it. Like, I just never have the time. Well, I got, you know, I'm a little new brush, and I used to apply color corrector. I feel like I used to maybe put it on my finger. I don't know what I used to do. I can't remember, but I don't remember it being this quick and easy as it has been lately. So now I just sort of grab my brush and dab my brush in it, and I just sort of pack it on really quickly under my eye. I don't put on too much, but I just put it on first, and then I follow the color corrector with a concealer. And it really isn't adding that much of an extra step to my routine when it comes to concealers. I used to feel like I don't have time to add one more thing, but now I just go pop, 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 and just sort of blend it in really quickly with the brush. And it is like an orange color, which is great for if you have dark circles. I didn't use it today because I was trying a new concealer and I wanted to see how the concealer performed by itself. But I have been reaching for this a lot and loving the results. It's just been giving me gorgeous under eyes, and it has really been helping my concealers so much to not have to do all of the work to cover my dark circles. It makes you not have to use as much concealer when you use a color corrector like this. So this is like a cream-based product, and it is beautiful, and it goes on so easy under the eye with a brush. Another product that I have been going back to is the Pat McGrath Labs Medium Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Blurring Under Eye Powder. Shame on you for having such a long name. When I first purchased this little powder, I thought, I didn't know what the hype was all about. And again, it was another step. And I thought, I don't want to do another step. And I got really lazy, and I just would forget to reach for this. These are both little products. They're kind of small, and they would just get lost on the vanity or wherever, and I would forget about them. So now I have them in a better location where I don't forget to use them and they don't get lost. As you can tell, I have been really wearing this out. So I've been taking my little brush, my little new brush here, popping that in there after my color corrector concealer, and then I just put like one little layer of this first, and then I still follow with a translucent powder. And I think probably when I first started using this, I was not using the translucent powder. I don't remember doing that. I was trying to see if this powder would work by itself, and it does, but I still was missing that translucent powder. So I just find that by layering it and adding like one little layer of this powder and then the translucent powder, I'm getting like perfect under eyes. So I do have this on today underneath the translucent powder. So I applied this, and I have on a Huda cherry blossom powder that I was trying out today. I feel like my under eyes turned out magnificently. They look great. It even does a good job, like because I'm layering these products, it does a good job of kind of getting rid of what I call the divots. And I can still see them a little bit. So probably like had I used the color corrector, you wouldn't even see them at all. It would give you like this smoothest baby's bottom under eye. But like as you age, like myself, you start to get like these kind of indentions where your under eyes are. You have dark circles, thinner skin, and they sort of start sinking a little. So these products, like a little bit of color corrector, the concealer, applying this powder just sort of smooths all of that out. The eyeshadow palette that I have been reaching for in May, and probably even previously, is the Natasha Denona My Dream palette. So this palette is a beautiful palette, and I have used it throughout the month of May and probably in April. I've been reaching for it a lot, and I've kind of kept it on the vanity to make myself use it, but it is not necessarily my favorite eyeshadow palette of all times. Like I do like some of my Pat McGrath palettes a little bit better just because of the color scheme. But like this shadow here is like a rose gold shadow. It's sort of a rose gold taupey color. This is one of the shadows that I reach for often. And it's a rose gold taupe color. And I'm always applying this to the lid. And like some of them, like this has a little bit more shine. I really like this taupey color here, but it isn't as shiny. A lot of people like go crazy over this palette. So it's got a few colors, like the mattes are really pretty, and it's got a few colors that are gorgeous. I have been using it a lot in the month of May. Like it is the one that I reach for the most. I just reach for it all the time. The other eyeshadow palette I am wearing today, and I have been reaching for this a lot. And this is the Makeup by Mario Master Blend eyeshadow. So when I'm not wearing that, it's usually because I have a lazy day and I reach for this palette. This is just a gorgeous matte palette, and the look that I have on my eyes is one that you've probably seen me do many times, where I go from light to dark. Sometimes I will still do like, you know, definition and contour the eye on the outer corner and have it lighter on the inside. I will still do that, but most of the time when I use this palette, I'm going to wear it like this, and it's just very easy. It's easy, and these mattes are creamy. They're blendable. If you love matte eyeshadows, I definitely recommend this palette, and I just think it's really simple and easy and a way for you to whip something together really quickly and be on your way. This has been the blush that I've reached for the most, and I have to return it though, guys. This is the Benefit Shellie blush, And I don't have it on today because remember I said I was trying out some new makeup. So this is what Shellie is looking like right now. Do you see this? It broke. My plans are to return this tomorrow. One of my recent videos, I had this on. It is such a soft shade. It adds just the nicest, just the perfect level of warmth to your cheeks, but is not overdoing it. Gorgeous. It's a soft coral pink color. It's one of the Benefit blushes, the new blushes, and I hope that what happened to this one is not a trend. It should not be that soft that it breaks that easily, and I have not had it very long. So I will be returning this one and exchanging it for another one, but I love the color of this, and it's just a beautiful soft blush and not too overpowering. So I really have enjoyed this blush. I received these products to review and to film a reel. It was for Instagram, but I really had no idea that I would like these so much. This is the Better Not Younger product line, and this is the Wake Up Call Volumizing Shampoo. And it's so ironic, I actually had one of these like in a more like a deluxe sample size that I remember getting as a part of like something that I got from Ulta. Like I bought a lot of products from Ulta, and then they gave me like a goodie bag with all these products in it, and this was in there, and I had never tried the shampoo. So the shampoo is one of the products that I received. I also received a Better Not Younger Lift Me Up hair thickener. I didn't use this today, but I use this when my hair is curly. And I have a Better Not Younger Hair Redemption Restorative Butter Mask. And I also received a conditioner, but I haven't used the conditioner. I don't think I've used the conditioner yet because every time I have been shampooing my hair, I've been using this mask. This is another like product line that I have now fallen in love with. And this is really good like if you have more aging hair, and for, you know, as we age and Better Not Younger, like to give you more youthful looking hair. It says provides a powerful but gentle cleanse, resetting dull flat hair so that you can conquer the day with soft, smooth, manageable, and thicker looking hair, which I probably needed to use. I probably need to use it. My hair has just looked really great. My curly hair. I used a different shampoo and conditioner when I shampooed my hair yesterday. I've been using this every week and really reaching for this the most, and my curly hair has really been enjoying these products. I really think that the mask is a wonderful mask. My hair feels so deeply conditioned whenever I use this mask. The shampoo doesn't build up or have any kind of like residue on my hair when I use the shampoo, and I definitely think that this does add volume to my hair, and it does lift my hair. So if you have more fine hair, flat hair, as you have aged, you have more thinning hair, that kind of thing, this is gonna give you better looking hair. I think I might have a discount code for this. I will link it down below if I do. Can't say enough about these. This is wonderful. And I think that they also sell these at Ulta, but I will link all of the information about these products down below. Okay, another product that I think I have mentioned here on my channel. This is from Josie Maran. This was sent to me. This is the Argan Sugar Balm, and it is a body scrub, and it has this little scooper that I do use, and I love the jar. It comes in like a mason type jar, and I have almost emptied this one, and I actually have another one. She sent me 2 of the kits that this came in, and I have really been enjoying this scrub. This has been wonderful, and I have almost emptied it. I use this weekly. I use it when I take a bath in the tub, and I like to just scrub my legs and my arms, and it just kind of helps me feel like I'm exfoliating my skin and removing any dead skin cells that I have on my skin, and it just leaves my skin in really great condition. So this is a really great body scrub in the bath. Love this. I purchased this during the Sephora savings event. This is Mugler Alien Goddess Eau de Parfum travel spray. The larger one is in a beautiful bottle as well. $35 for the travel spray, and I just wanted to try this fragrance, and I love this. The first time I wore this, the first time that I wore this, I got compliments on it. The very first time I wore it, someone could smell it on me. It has like a vanilla smell, but it also has this fresh smell. I have a replica fragrance that I talk about, Coffee Break, all the time, and that has a fresh smell, except this adds that vanilla twist to it. And I've only used a little bit of it. I wore it several days the first week that I had it, and it's a beautiful fragrance. So we'll see when I empty this if I want to buy the larger one. I may just buy another travel size, but it is a great fragrance to try. I really like it, like for the summer months. Again, already got compliments on it. It's a beautiful fragrance. Another hair product that I want to mention is from Gisou. This is Prep Me, Prime Me, Define Me. It's a polishing primer. And this came in like a set when I was buying my honey infused oil from Gisou. It just came with it. I bought this, but it came with it. I wasn't like trying to purchase this. I was trying to purchase the oil. And I have been using this on my curly hair, and it really helps keep the frizz down as my keratin treatment is kind of wearing off. It helps keep my frizz down and helps me define my curls a little bit when I am styling my curly hair and when my hair is wet. It's a white cream, and you only use like a small amount. Like I use a little bit more than this, but you just use a small amount on your hair, rub it all in. You comb it through, brush it through, and it just helps to minimize the frizz and help to define your hair. So I'm sure if you have really thick hair, even if you're wearing your hair straight, then this is also a good product to incorporate into your straight hair routine. But as you can tell, my hair gets straight, and so I don't really need it for that. I need it to help tame my curly hair. So I really have been enjoying this and have used about half of it. So I've been using it more than in the month of May, but I've been forgetting to tell you guys about it. So this is fantastic. Love this. The highlighter that I'm wearing today, I'm gonna mention this one more time. This is the Exhilarate highlighter by Rare Beauty. This is such a soft powder, and I have used it quite a bit. You should be able to tell I have used it quite a bit. And again, it is the highlighter that I have on today. It is very, very striking, very blingy, and I can't say enough good things about this highlighter. It is gorgeous, and it is not all that expensive. I think that Selena Gomez has knocked it out of the park with this highlighter. It is amazing, and I reach for it daily. So still been loving that. Couple things that I'm wearing on my lips today, guys. I've talked about this in various videos. I think I maybe have talked about this in a favorites, but this has fast become like my favorite lip liner. This one is the Victoria Beckham number 5, I believe is the number for this one, and it is like this shade of brown, and it looks a lot like Foxy Brown. Looks more like my Foxy Brown color, just the perfect brown. It is not too dark, it is not too light, it is not too warm. It is just a gorgeous neutral brown. This is the lip liner that I have on today. I just saw lipstick on my teeth, so I'm hoping that that just got there. And let me tell you guys why I love this so much. Not only do I love the color, but when I apply this with lipstick products, the lipstick can wear off and you can still see the liner. Like it's one of those. Even when the lipstick wears off, the liner will still be there. So it's just one of those really long wearing lip liners, but it's creamy, but not too creamy. It just is a great liner. So I will definitely repurchase this. I need to be kind of stalking the website for sales if there ever is a sale, but I really do like this. This is a more luxury brand, but I love this by Victoria Beckham. It's a beautiful liner, so I have been wearing that out. What else I have on my lips is these. I purchased these during the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty, and now I wish I had more. This is the Tarte Maracuja Juicy Lip Plump, and the one that I have on is Mixed Berries, and it's like the pink color, and you just push the little pen and the color will come up through the applicator, and then you apply it to your lips. and it gives you this like pepperminty tingling sensation, and it plumps your lips. So I do feel like you have a plumper looking lip, and it is so comfortable and so shiny all by itself. Okay, but I do have on something else on top of it, but it offers a beautiful shiny appearance all by itself. So the mixed berry shade is my favorite. I also have it in, I think this one is peachy beige, I think is the shade of this one. And it's like a more neutral nude color, peachy nude color. And it's really pretty with a lip liner, that kind of thing. This one is honeysuckle, and it's like a darker shade. It's the one I reach for the least, but it is also gorgeous, because if I reach for this, I'll top it. Like I might mix it with the peachy beige one so that it's not as dark, because I love a nude lip. The mixed berry shade is me all day. Like, it's really great all by itself. I just love that. These are so beautiful, and I reach for them daily. These are so good. If you have not tried them, I think they went viral on TikTok and everybody was talking about them. These are amazing. Love them. I also picked these up during the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty, and I have been wearing these as well. This is Free Spirit, I think is the name of it. Free Spirit Crushed Oil Infused Gloss is what this is. And it is a very nude color. It almost looks like the peachy beige one of these. It almost looks like that as far as the color, but it's just a really comfortable kind of gloss to put on when you're like running errands. That's the kind of thing I use it for. I also put it on as my after lunch lippy. I'll wear it for that too, but it's very natural looking. Not too shining, just a natural looking gloss. So I do like this by Bobbi Brown. This I wasn't sure I was gonna like. I think when I purchased this during my Ulta 21 Days of Beauty, I lip swatched it. I applied it, but I applied it by itself, and I felt like it was sticky. Like, one of the things I thought I was gonna love about it was it's kind of a golden shimmer shade. It looks really golden and has shimmers. I was like, this is gonna be sort of like my Tom Ford in the Buff. And this one is called, this is Bare Sparkle. And it's another one of the crushed oils, but it's the sparkly ones. It was sort of sticky by itself. And I was like, I don't know if I'm going to like it after I tried it. But I started just putting it on top of other things. That's where it's at. And I have it on today on top of my lip that I have been wearing this whole video. And it adds the most gorgeous shine to your lips, whatever you have on. So it's like a clear, but it has all of these little sparkles in it. And it gives you the most beautiful, shiny lip. I don't like it by itself because it is a little tackier than I like, but you don't feel that at all if you just put it on top of a lipstick or on top of these. It just adds an additional level of shine. So this is by Bobbi Brown. I picked it up because it was 50% off, but I may be hooked. I may have to buy it at regular price. Those are the lip products that I have been loving, especially that are new to my collection. There are some others that of course I love, but these are the ones that I have been reaching for a lot in the month of May. It's been a long film day, but it really helps me to be able to get content out for you all if I film multiple videos in the same day. So you'll see me looking like this twice, but that helps me to be able to kind of stay on top of my content if I film a couple of videos instead of just one, but it makes for such a long day. Those are all the products that I have been loving in the month of May. I have just been having fun with my beauty products. It has just been amazing. I just feel like I have picked up a lot of really great products and have been just having such a good time getting to know these products in the month of May. I've just been enjoying myself. The only thing that I have done, y'all, since I have been sitting here is taken my brush and done this right here, but I have really not had to touch up my makeup. Certain products that I've been using on my face lately have just really been helping with my longevity of my makeup. It's been beautiful. I just want this to never end. I never want this to end. Since we're still in spring and we're kind of approaching summer, if you made it to the end of this video, how about leave me a beautiful pink flower? I like using that flower a lot in my comments. You guys will see me leave that flower from time to time. So how about use that flower in the comments down below if you made it to the end of today's video. So thank you so much for joining me for today's video. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below and I will respond. And if you've not already subscribed to my channel, go ahead and click that subscribe button before you leave. So I'll be seeing you guys again very soon in my next video. So until the next time we meet again, this is Savvy signing out.